I don't know if I'm recording or not. I got a cold battery alert on this GoPro. It's really not that cold here in Sarasota this morning. Anyways, it's Sunday morning. I got to go put a water heater in. The spring ahead time change kind of caught me off guard today. So I'm loaded up, ready to go. Trying to help this guy out. He's actually got the same last name as my mother's maiden name, which they're few and far between, so he could be a relative. But I'm gonna go help this guy out on Sunday. It sounds like his water heater's leaking pretty bad, and I'm gonna go get it changed out for him this morning. Anyways, I'll try to get some video when I get there. Yeah, the garage is looking pretty good. Still not sure if I'm recording or not, but anyways, I'm gonna head on out. Look at all this shit. Nasty. Anyways, let's see if we can help this guy. Ooh. Definitely a little chilly this morning here in Sarasota, but I like it. Alright, I'm on my way. I'll get some video when I get there. Alright, so I'm getting close to this job. Beautiful morning. You can see that the trees, a lot of them have turned green again, and it's a little messy on the side of the road with all the leaves, but in another couple of weeks it'll all be gone, and it's really a nice time of year. Oh, here's a little boat for me on the side of the road. I'll come back and pick that up. Nice. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just around the corner. I'll get back to you as soon as I get this. I'm not sure if we're videotaping or not. That's why I'm doing this. This camera, you know, I get cold battery things, hot battery things. Anyways, we'll see what's going on. Hopefully it's recording. Alright, so I made it to this job. All torn apart. Dangerous. All this. All set. I can see that this used to have a medium in it. So it's going to be easy to replace, because whoever put this in the last time, they used the wrong water heater. They put a tall in, and it was obviously stubbed out for a medium. So anyways, we'll get the old loop-de-loop going on the washing machine. We'll get this guy started. I'll get it drained down, get that cheap old valve in the bottom. Yeah. Alright.
Actor store was from the New England area.
Yeah.
And I never thought the Eagles would beat them.
Yeah.
And I used to have a Super Bowl every year. This was the first year. And I actually won the bet. I never thought that would win.
Wow. Let me get my saw. Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm videotaping or not. So this house is on a well. Doesn't help these water heaters. Hopefully this guy's gonna drain. Sounds like it. Let's take a peek out here. There you go. Put it in the grass so I don't stain the driveway. Now I'm going to dress out this other heater.
Work Sundays?
No, I don't work on the weekend. I usually don't work on the weekend at all. Trying to help you out.
Most guys want to come out and give you an estimate.
Those guys are, you know, I don't know how many more. Yeah, but still, how many water heaters?
Oh, they're going to stop their hair that I can say, wow, did that. But I want to go back and want to do it.
Problem is they don't bring the heater with them. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
send the
right.
guy out to do the estimate, and then he sells you, but
well, the reason too, my brother got that better one, I forget the name of it. And that's the computer stuff. They bought a building here a couple years ago, they rented it out. So he so he can, like when he's not there, he can turn it up the LED. And turn it off. The only thing I would do is my air conditioner. I'm not into that having to control everything in an app. But it is for me because like, I'm not home much, I have it, you know, I'll turn it up to 78 or 80 and do it down with right now. What does that?
it's pretty cheap. You can see how much it costs to run this thing a year. It'll stay on the side.
That's where I think.
Yeah, that'll help.
I'd rather have it a little bit
Closer to the wall.
dry right there. So I don't care about that. I like having that's a little space in between that and the handle. Because I can see the washer and dryer, I have to move it just a little bit.
I'll put it in a can if you want me to.
I don't know.
It's not required in there.
Well, I mean, you ever do it?
I mean, it's nice to have it in a
At
can.
least, like, yeah, you got a
No,
little
also
fun.
you could hose your garage off without getting the heater wet. You know, or wash the floor or whatever.
I don't know, whatever.
I mean, I I'll see. I hope I think they have a plan. And I'll be back to the week. Sure, the day first.
I was gonna buy one and then maybe I'll put it. I thought they maybe even looked cool, like I thought they had an alarm or something.
No, they don't come with the alarm.
Well, some of these were saying I was reading had them built in or something.
You can buy an alarm. They're only about $20 or something. You got to change the battery on it.
Hey, I yelled from the inside. Where are you?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Everybody thought young girl died because of my wife.
Huh.
Yeah, she was a teenager.
Uh-huh.
This girl, yeah, everybody thought she died.
Wow. The water is off to the whole house, correct?
Right. Yeah, I got buckets to flush the water this morning. Flush the toilet. I told.
Yeah, you could fill the tub up. Usually, is
Yeah,
what
I
I tell
know.
people when they got an issue like that.
Well,
I'll dry this whole thing up.
well, I told my. I said to my wife, I said, you want to take a shower? She's gonna work. So I'll turn the water. I just was gonna come up here and we dried the towels in 10 minutes, But she said not to worry. You should do it today. So. I say I got my ears out of this one.
Oh yeah. And this is a ream.
Well, it is. Oh yeah.
There's no doubt it's made by Ream, and they just.
Everybody says Remy G. They're the same.
Yeah.
That's what I need to pick up when I went to Home Depot is a metal blade. I got to cut something over at Mom's house. I want to bring over here.
I'll give you one.
I got a bunch of them. I know I got a bunch of the ones from the wood. The one thing about the reciprocating saws, I'll tell you, when you're doing a lot of cutting trees, it takes its toll on your hand after a while.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome to use my hand truck if you don't want to dig yours off. It's right there. If the bottom's wide enough for
Okay. So. Get this pump off. Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Man, this guy's light.
Other than the wind, it wasn't too bad yesterday. It didn't rain that long down here.
No, just long enough for me to
The
get
sun came
soaked.
out.
I got soaked.
I told you I put flower seeds in here. That's why you got celery. many years ago, I was the personal driver assistant for a family from India.
Oh yeah.
They stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. They're really from Manhattan.
Yeah.
She was one of the rudest. She made me, well, that was her money, not her husband's money. But you know how it's in their culture to, well, the dicker, we're not supposed to say Jew or that stuff, you know, but the bargain.
Yeah, yeah.
She would beat up the $10 vendors. We had to get new flowers downtown. You had that farmer's market. Those guys didn't want to see her anymore. She'd go to the tail. She'd buy toys for her kids, and they break it, make me take it back to Walmart.
Wow.
She'd buy clothes, have them altered before you wash them. You're supposed to wash first, and then they would shrink.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, she was so nice, but yet she wasn't nice. That makes sense. They called me the next year to drive for them. I told the husband no. The husband was cool. He handed me a credit card, take me to the country club.
Yeah.
But yeah. But she would beat up all the $10, $15 people.
Wow.
I never say excuse me. She walk into a place, how much is that? Like she never, like, you know.
Wow.
But anyway, well, whatever. It was an experience.
Well, my girlfriend's the sweetest thing I've ever met in my life. She's just incredible, really. She's just so sweet. She doesn't. Anyways.
It's right where you put it.
Yeah, if I can't find it, I'm usually standing on it. I just want to hold this while I put this guy on here.
Yeah, see, I just got the new dryer.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the washer. This I got wholesale. We're selling appliances at the time. But it's past, it's got to be 7, 8 years now. I don't know.
Get a cap on
Oh, let's see. I need to get my gloves.
Okay, so I'm ready to throw this new one in. Excuse me, sir.
You
I just put them at the end of my driveway.
you don't recycle for the money?
Not water heaters, because there's not really a lot of money in the steel.
Because whatever I put out at the curb disappears.
It's gone, yeah.
I put the old dryer out there. Yeah.
Oop.
Yep. Okay. Here, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. It doesn't. It's amazing. It doesn't just whatever I put out there.
Yeah, I did it the other day.
That's how you're gonna end up with it if you don't already have a bad back.
Good. Is this good enough for you? The space?
Oh yeah, that's all right. You're right underneath. You're right next to that.
I'm talking about the space between.
Oh yeah.
Here.
I like to be able to put.
I can't get too far over. I can still be below this door so we can open it. You want to be able to put that ladder in there?
Well, yeah, if that's all right.
Is that fine?
Yeah,
see if it fits.
Well, you know, I like having a little bit right
Yeah.
up.
That plenty?
Yeah, as long as you think it's all right. If not,
It's definitely fine. I'd like to cover that spot, make it look a little nicer. Is that? Can you still get the ladder in there?
Yeah. What spot?
The paint.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Yeah, but it
Clean
just
that.
fits.
I'll
What the
clean that
hell?
up. Yeah, I'll clean that up.
You got plenty of room.
Yeah.
All right.
You got plenty of room here too. That's why I went and measured when you said that. And I saw I had plenty. I got play here.
Now you got.
You know, in this country, we have the biggest houses, biggest garages, and the cars still sit outside. Did you know that? That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because we have so much crap.
Yeah. How can we?
You want me to hold?
Hey, you can be the cameraman. You got any bad jokes? Go ahead and share them with the world.
Oh God, I forgot them all. I can tell you a little story.
Okay.
Back when I sold mattresses a long time, and I still get called into the one store with. Actually, the boss just called me. There's stuff I had ordered a year ago.
What's the name of that place? The one in Sarasota?
Mattress Outlet. We had
okay.
one in Elton,
One in Port Charlotte was the first one, and one in Bradenton. The one in Bradenton's still there. That'll never.
Yeah, I buy my stuff at Sleep King up there in Sarasota.
Well,
Buy it today, sleep on it today.
I knew him. We go because I was selling mattresses like 20. Larry died. He left the business to his driver.
He was a cool guy, man.
Yeah, I met. He was, he was blind for a long time. Then he had an operation. He was kind of like legally blind.
Wow.
But yeah, but So anyway, I forget I was just when the Port Charlotte store was open. We closed it right when COVID started.
Yeah.
And anyway, customer goes to me, "Is it Mike or Michael?" I said, "Whatever." She goes, "What's your wife called you?" She never calls me Mike or Michael. She called me husband or she calls me hon. That's the honest to God truth. I would always say, you never call me Mike or Michael. She always calls me hon. It's always hon. Yeah.
She said, "You want me to call husband?"
Yeah. She says this morning, "You always yell, pim, 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 pim." I never yell. I said, well, her arm is killing her. She just gave notice her job. Unfortunately, because her English isn't good enough, she can read. She liked to work with kids or caregiver. So she's been working restaurant for like this well, they all lived together. At one time, the owners were like family. But she's got severe pain in her arm. So she's going to be switching to another restaurant, that Thai restaurant here. And she won't have to work as hard. I feel bad. I said, "I told you, marry a rich guy. I told you would have to work."
She got stuck with you.
She wants to keep the house, and I just told her I'm one of those guys that didn't listen when I was younger about investing money, retirement, my Social Security. I'm gonna tell you honest, about $900 a month, and you know what? So that's my house pay. I didn't buy this house until I started buying this house when I was in my 50s.
Wow.
And I made good money for
tough.
16 years. I used to average about $1,000 a week for about 16 years when I was selling Craftback adjustable beds, but those days are over. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's why But I tell her, I said right now we could sell a house with the profit and live in Thailand probably for the rest of our lives.
There you go. That's big money over there.
Well, she don't want to. She's got.
She
a
don't
house.
want to go back.
Well, she's now thinking about it. I never been there yet, and we,
Yeah. They seem like very nice people.
Oh yeah, she's most of them are. But the owners do take advantage. Like I said, they're nice, but it's really funny when they own businesses. I mean, the Thai people, they do take advantage.
What's funny is the hours. They close between lunch and dinner.
She closes. They close it between 3 and 4:30. They take it, 3 o'clock, 3:30. I think 3 o'clock, and they reopen about 4:30.
That one up in Sarasota, it closes for like 4 hours in the afternoon, man. Opens at 5.
There were some of them. I did restaurant work a long time, a large part of my life, and a lot of them. You've been here a long time?
34 years.
All right, you remember Two Senoritas? Downtown Main Street? I was assistant manager
I didn't
there.
go downtown.
No, yeah, I managed a couple of restaurants. I can't see you in here. I'm just talking.
That's cool.
Doesn't show your picture here.
No, I know it because the battery's cold. It's kind of temperamental, I guess. I don't even know if we're recording.
But the lights, the red lights on, it's blinking. It should be recording.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did a large part of my life that and sales.
Yeah.
Used to work at the Quay. I used to work at the Quay.
I used to go there, Club Bandstand.
Yeah, I used to work at
that place was cool,
at Miramar, the Cuban Spanish. Yeah.
Jordan Steakhouse. Down there.
Those were the days. That's when Sarasota was not with a bunch of snobby rich people. We were the richest county here in Florida forever.
We're only
more
second.
millionaires per capita. Yeah.
We're only second.
Now it's Collier.
Naples.
Yeah, now it's Naples. Yeah. Yeah, now that's where the parking. They want to charge for the beaches. What gets to me is how they buy a house downtown or they buy something on the water. Then they complain about the boat noise or the coming out of the boat. Why'd you buy a place there?
Because they got it like that.
Yeah.
That jerks.
So you're not required to put that.
What's that?
I thought you had to have that big pressure relief thing on them now.
No.
If they're in the houses, do you?
Only on a gas heater.
Well, they made my mother get one.
What kind of heat? Where was that? What,
It was
what
inside the
counter?
house though.
Yeah,
in a
those
closet.
things are a disaster.
That big blue thing that sits on the
Yeah,
top.
or an expansion tank.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You're on a. You don't have a closed loop system.
And then when
You
it
got an expansion tank on the outside of your house. You're on a well.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
so they screwed her over.
Well, you know.
Well,
those
then when they
things
came,
actually go
and then
bad
something
make a
happened.
big-
Something went bad. This is not too long. And then they made her get the drip pan.
Yeah, those expansion tanks are a fucking disaster waiting to happen. Unfortunately. Unfortunately seems to be my favorite fucking word lately. So I gave you enough room here.
Uh-huh.
In the event you need to change this guy again,
Uh-huh.
it's going to be very easy for you.
Uh-huh. I hope not. Or maybe I'll live that long. We'll be in a house. I don't know. I don't know.
I give people good deals.
I hope you're retired by then.
I'll work the rest of my life if I'm lucky enough. I'm recovered. I just got over a bone marrow transplant.
Oh, cancer survivor?
Yeah.
Good for you. And a veteran.
Yes, I am. Yep. U.S. Navy. Up in New Jersey. Leonardo, Earl Naval Weapons Station on I think it was 136. Runs down by Long Branch.
That's North Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I'm a South Jersey Shore person.
Okay.
That Long Branch is north.
Yeah.
I know there was a Coast Guard station in Cape May.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more like Atlantic City. Long Beach Island was my favorite, where Surf City and all that is. And with my uncle, the city block in Atlantic City. I used to spend, a lot of time down there. Sure.
Stick that there and offset that to the backside.
Hey, what is the thing there that you cap there?
That's the relief line that goes outside, but the new code says it's gotta dump in the house.
Was that hooked up?
Yes.
I don't remember hooking it up. It's funny. I didn't even realize that was hooked up.
Well, it wasn't soldered together. I can tell you that. I cut the pipe and all the shit fell apart. All the joints were not soldered. So.
So what do you do then?
You just dump it to the floor so that if it's leaking, you'll see the water and it'll cause you to investigate. Otherwise, it could be dripping for years out in front of the house.
Oh, so you didn't put the pan? I was gonna say drip into the pan.
No, it's never gonna go off, man. You do a lot of shit that is in case, just in case. So
Well,
it's a great thing.
I had a guy. He said, here local. He said, if you're in the city, forget it. He goes, the city of Venice keeps changing the rules. I don't screw with them anymore.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the stuff is, like that pressure tank shit. They, there are more houses out here without them than there are with them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not an issue. I've been plumbing for 35 years here in Sarasota County.
Yeah, I've been trying to see, you think you get a story. What has it ever? Never heard about. I'm sure it happened. The hot water heater exploding. You know what I mean? But now I remember when I was doing maintenance work. Our biggest thing was always relighting that little valve underneath there. I'm trying to remember. It's so long ago.
Pilot.
The pilot. I used to have to relight them all the time.
Now, I think an expansion tank is necessary on a gas water heater because the expansion is so intense and rapid.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a pressure gauge on the drain valve on a gas water heater and fired that thing up, that gauge is going to go up a couple 100 degrees, man.
It's just hanging on the bottom there. Just on the
I
right
think
there on the
it's-
bottom.
I think it's touching
Yeah, it was
that
just.
relief valve.
Oh, it is okay. You need a hand? You get my wife back. She handles the low stuff. I handle the high stuff. Believe it or not.
I hear ya. My girlfriend handles the no stuff. Nothing. she's a character, and she watches these videos too, so she'll enjoy my critique of her.
Well, she keeps saying we're going to win the lotto. She's one of those. I buy her scratch-off tickets. She's happy. I never played a lot. I used to play once in a while, but now I do more because I always get her scratch-off tickets.
Yeah.
She says because I don't pray to Buddha, that's why we don't win. I say, yeah, that's why everybody's poor. They all pray to Buddha. Well, I'm more like an atheist, but I always tease her. I have her little. She has a little worship stand. I respect it. I go. There's a big Thai temple up in Tampa. Beautiful.
Good for her.
Yeah, I'll take her. You know, I respect. That's her thing. I respect it.
Yes, sir.
We were going to go. There's a little one here in Englewood. I told her I would go with her this morning. She wanted. Yeah, I figured it would look like it was enough.
Well, this is the original water heater that was in here. See how those pipes are? I could have actually just put them in straight, but you end up with the fittings all butted together. And it's kind of, you know, it's just not a good way to do it because it doesn't give you any room in the future. So it's a few extra, you know, fittings, but
You want me to turn the water back on?
not yet. I need to let that glue set up.
Okay. Yeah, I can smell that.
You got the plastic or whatever was in the middle of that thing so that when you open it, it's not wide open in this box.
It's right there on top.
Not the
That's the only thing that was there.
okay.
That's the only thing that was ever there that you mean there was a piece going over to
Little plastic piece
covering
that
the,
covers the rest of the
You know what?
power.
You know what?
We need to
I
put
think
that
there
on.
might have been one, and I might have thrown it out. No, I never even think of that. I might have come across
You don't want
that.
to stick your hands in there and touch them fucking wires.
Yeah, I'll
bro.
do
You
it for
get
you.
blasted.
You know what? I think I might have kind of come across that. I've worked with live electricity before.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what you're
not-
doing. You don't
it's
want to
not
get shot.
fun.
I mean, I changed plugs and stuff. Well, my brother didn't recommend him. He's an electrician, but well, now he's a fireman. He became a fireman when he was 50 years old. But he's like built like a brick shit house. He sold his company to his son. He's in North Carolina. He grew up. He grew up here. He thought it was getting too crowded. So here's something. My mother moved here, 6 kids. She moved here with the 3 youngest. With my stepfather, they all left Florida, and the ones that didn't come with her all live in Florida. And he's my half sister now.
Wow. This excess wire off here. This is just a snag. Waiting to happen. Okay, so.
Well, you've been here a long time. You know, I don't know if plumbing is the same as electricity. You work on these older houses. The way they did things back. Every time I work on my mother's
Guys
house, it's
are
over
drunks,
50, 60
man.
years old. From the plumb, like, hey John, what is this? What's this? They had nothing was really coated, but
the plumbing inspectors used to say, "Hurry up and bury this shit before somebody sees it." You know. Yeah, them guys were drinking a lot.
the wiring was well, the contractors all were in the bars at 10 o'clock. That's where you went and got your pay. They sat
yeah.
there and worked. I remember those.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
They didn't have a standardized food code back then too. It varied from county to county until they finally got that stuff together with the state.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the contract. Where are they? They're drinking. The boss is drinking in the bar.
I quit drinking 30 years ago. This year is 30.
Well, I used to take pictures. The entertainment magazine back then was called Night Moves, 30-something years ago, and I used to do the pictures.
Yeah.
I had the first male dance group. I wasn't always on this heavy. I even danced at Van Wezel, did a show there.
Wow.
I used to have my hand in everything when I was young. See, I worked the Melting Pot when they opened up. I can't remember the
That's
restaurant.
still open.
Well, yeah, that's downtown now. I took Pim there
Behind Scuba Quest, the scuba
yeah,
diving.
yeah. It used to be where the circus is. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where
Sailor
originally.
Circle.
Now it's downtown across near the McCurdy's.
Yeah. All right, my friend. Let's turn this water on.
You think we're ready?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just had those 2 joints. I'll start cleaning up. And
Okay, we'll let her rip.
let her rip.
You want me to turn electricity, or you want to wait till?
No, we gotta wait till it's full to turn the electric on. I gotta get good flow out of these valves. Ah! Okay. Signed, sealed, and delivered, my friends. Yeah. Anyways, we're all set here. Electric's hooked up. I just gotta plug that disconnect in. I ran it up a little high in case we have to change it in the future. We got plenty of pipe to work with, all CPVC, so anyways, this was pretty easy considering it's Sunday morning. I'm happy I could help them. Stop filming.
So who's the McCusker?
McCusker is my mother's maiden name. Her father was Henry McCusker. Big in Rhode Island, Riverside, down on the water. And his brother, Freddie McCusker, owned all the concession stands. He was part of the management group for Crescent Park, big amusement park.
Is that in Boston or just Massachusetts?
No, it's in Riverside, Rhode Island.
Oh, Riverside, Rhode Island. Okay, because you said Boston. Okay.
No, I'm from Rhode Island, but
I'm
pretty interesting, man. I've never, other than my family, I've never
Well,
met another
I've done a
McCusker.
search. A lot of McCuskers come up. There's even more Michael McCuskers. There's you ever see the name? Actually, there's one that's in the movie business. You'll see like when you see the credits.
Yeah,
I think he's a director or something like that.
yeah. Wow. My sister went to Ireland and they traced back where the McCuskers came from in Ireland, you know. I don't really know that whole story, but yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Well, the woman I bought the house with, last name was Finnerty.
Yeah,
Now, she was my high school sweetheart. We didn't find each other for 30-something years, and we found each other.
wow.
And her cousin name was Bobby Green, if I remember correctly, and he was Oprah Winfrey's personal trainer.
Really?
And when he got married, we got invited to her house. You should see the invitation that came. We didn't go. The rest of her, a lot of the rest of her family, with the mother and everything. Yeah, Oprah's house in San Francisco. And if
Wow.
you've been here 30-something years, Oprah Winfrey did not live on Casey Key. Never did. A lot of people thought she did because there's a big thing with a big.
Stephen King and
Stephen
Rosie.
King did, yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, the one bartender who passed away, I used to work with as a bartender. Who was at Pops for a very long time.
Yeah,
He used to live
Water.
next door. His girlfriend lived next door, and he said Stephen used to come over all the time, bubbling beer.
Yeah, he's a character. You'd see him walking around down there on Casey Key.
We don't need this crap here, I guess.
Kooky looking guy, isn't he?
Right.
No, we don't need any of that shit. I'm not sure what it is, where it came from. Hey, can you do me a favor and open up a hot valve inside the house, like the kitchen sink? Hot only. Lavatory, doesn't matter. Alright, so I finished this water heater. It took probably an hour and a half to put in. Pretty easy in the garage. Guy was pretty cool. Actually had the same last name as my grandfather and my mother's maiden name. But yeah, he was a cool guy. I'd never run into a McCusker before, outside of my family anyways. Yeah, we're done. It's Sunday. It's 12 o'clock. It's noontime. and I'm done. So I'm hitting the road, going home. I'm gonna clean up some leaves and get ready for tomorrow. Have a great day.